What's going on, guys? We are back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that saber in its place. Wow, this thing goes together quick. That's what I was just thinking. Also, I was thinking about making up some more words to that song as I went, but I'm like super tired right now, and it probably would have came out like ridiculously like funny. And if I start laughing right now, I have a feeling that I'm gonna go into giggle mode, and then my wife's gonna come in here and punch me. Because she was like, "Why don't you come to bed?" And I'm like, I have to at least get it put together and do the video. At least. But as you guys may or may not know, she completely and utterly and unequivocally disagreed. Yeah. Man, I'm just like I'm sitting here in awe, you guys, because I'm just happy that I'm just so happy it's here. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, I'm really happy that this one's here. This one, for some reason, I was going over everything, and some of the flaws that the other one had, this one doesn't have those at all. This canopy is well stuck on here. The other one would, if you just pulled on it slightly, it would jerk off. It would come off. The canopy would detach. Let's say it that way. Wow, that came out really bad. Keep it PG, Dave. Keep it PG. I know it's late and you're almost tired and in giggle mode and probably want to cut a joke or two, but there's a time and a place for that, and that's not now. Which one was it? Oh, right here. This is the only problem that I found, and that's just as simple as going in there and unscrewing that control arm a little bit to push that up tight against the hinge. They pre-install all the control arms and servos in this, and they are spot on, you guys. I mean, usually there's one that I have to take out and readjust the whole head of the control arm that goes towards the servo. I can't even think of it. The control horn on the servo, I have to like take that and move it over a set of teeth. Yeah, because it's off big time. I had to do that to the other one on the tail. This one is lined up like perfect. Like I looked at all of them. I put all of them to neutral positions, and I looked at them, and they are all like I don't think that I have actually bought any of these planes. At least one or two of those were not right. At least one on every plane. And this one, perfect. So this is like one of those planes, you know when you buy a car, you pray to God, you go and look at the manufacturer date on that car, and you see what day that car rolled out. If that car rolls out on a Friday, if that day that car comes out of the factory is on a Friday, you do not want to buy that car. Period. Those are what we call Friday cars. And typically on a Friday, people are in a rush and they just want to go the fuck home for the weekend, and they get a little lackadaisical, to say the least. Well, it's no different when you're throwing these planes down an assembly line on a Friday. People cut corners because they want to get shit done fast so they can go home on time. Because once that clock is at 3, 5, whatever it is when you get out, you don't want to be staying around because you didn't get all your work done. So, I would consider this a Monday to a Wednesday plane because it is flawless in every way. Period. Oh yeah, and then the other one, my, oh, hold on, let me close this real quick. All right, so my flash isn't gonna work anymore. This ESC was wiggly. This is nice and tight. I didn't have to tighten it at all. Well, it's wiggling a little bit, but in the one that I got before, these weren't like barely tightened down at all. All of these are done nicely. I don't know how to explain it. The wires were a complete mess in the first one that I got, and it took me some time to get things right. And some of these had fallen off. These tags that mark the servo end, or the that mark the wires end, had fallen off. Like, see how this one, look, see how this one's gonna fall off? Watch. This is a gear, but look how that's gonna slide off of there. See, that'll come off if I pull it. And that happened to like 4 of the wires. So I had to chase the wires to where they went, which is a bitch. What happens is if they do that, you just grab it like this, right? And you fucking re-squeeze that bitch. And look, she's right tight on that wire again. She's not going nowhere. And that's just something that they don't do at the manufacturer. Look, all you do is give that a squeeze. Boom. Ain't going nowhere. It's going to stay in that spot for the rest of her days. But yeah, a lot of the wires, I had no idea. I had to troubleshoot them. And I ended up having one flap. The flaps and the aileron on one wing were backwards. And I couldn't remember. I couldn't get the rudder to work. Remember on the other Saber? We were having an issue. You watched the videos that I did on the first Saber that I had. And we had an issue with the rudder not working. And I'm really hoping that we don't run into that problem. The way I got out of it was I had to have my elevator trim could not be too far trimmed up. So up elevator. If you got it to the center mark or above, the rudder would work. But if you dip down below that and tried giving it some up elevator, which thank God this plane did not need any up elevator. It actually needed more down elevator, which worked out to our benefit. But then the rudder would start working again. If you went below that, the rudder stopped. Weird. And it didn't matter how I configured it in the radio. That's just what the fucking thing did. And I'm hoping that it doesn't do it this time. But if it does, I know how to get around it. I know that because that first one was a right mess. Quality control did not do their damn job that day. And let's see. Hold on, guys. Yeah, look at that, man. Look at that. That thing fits so much better. If I did this with the first one, that would pop right up. And I was using 5000s in there that are slightly swollen a little bit. So yeah, this was kind of making it pop up, hitting in the center a little bit. And I didn't carb the foam yet. And it would just want to pop up. So I really had to push that down to get the magnets to stick. And then she stayed. But I was always afraid during every flight that I did on the Saber before I lost it. I was always afraid that that canopy was going to pop off while it was flying. Good thing it didn't. It never did. So that was cool. We didn't lose the canopy. We just lost the whole fucking plane. Plus an ESC. Or plus the upgraded ESC, the 100 amp ESC, which is like, I don't know, like 75 to 90 bucks or something like that. What else? Plus a $25 8-channel receiver. Plus what? What else? Oh, a brand new 4500 6S battery that I paid like 89 bucks for, 80 bucks for, 75 bucks for, something like that. I bought 2 of them. What else? The gyro, the Freewing gyro, which is like 20 or 30 bucks itself. And a part of my ego. So yeah, that was some damage. 300 for the plane, another 75, so 375 for the plane plus the upgraded ESC. Plus the, I mean, holy shit, man. We have well over $500 into that plane. Well over $500 into that plane. So I also forgot to tell you guys before I sign out, before we get out of here, I bought some small little tiny GPS trackers. Bada bing, bada boom, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Every one of these planes, before I fly it, I'm going to put one in there. It goes to an application on my phone, and it tells me where that GPS locator is. So, something I probably should have thought of earlier. I mean, these things are tiny too. You could put them literally anywhere in the plane. You wouldn't even know it was there. If you saw it in the fuselage, if you were looking at the stuff in here, you'd see it. You'd be like, you probably wouldn't even. You'd think it kind of looks like a external BEC, like a little 8 amp BEC or something like that. That's kind of what they look like, just a little smaller. And they got a little tiny like watch battery. And they came in a lot of 10 for like 40 or 50 bucks. So mad cheap, really easy to program and install. Or the thing, you just put the app in your phone, and it will pick up whatever one of those chips is close to your phone. It'll pick it up. It could be somebody else's chip. They have the same exact ones that I have, and I'll be able to pick their chips up as well. I'll be able to see theirs. But I know which ones are mine because I'll have mine marked out with like Dave's RC. So all the ones that say Dave's RC are mine. All the rest of them that don't have names are not mine. If that makes sense to you guys. So really exciting times, guys. Got the Saber back in here. I have a badass quadcopter coming with a 4K camera on it that will actually GPS track and follow my plane around. So no more hat cam, no more having to have the second person there to hold my camera to film. I'll probably still get ground shots, of course, but for the most part, I'm going to be taking complete advantage of that drone, and I'm going to teach my son how to fly it because it has a safe mode. You literally, if it gets any trouble, you just push a button, it levels out and comes back down to the ground. It's got sensors all around it, so if you get close to it, it'll move away from you, so you don't ever have to worry about it touching you. As it's chasing the plane around, if it gets too close to the plane, it'll settle back so that it doesn't mess your plane up or hit your plane while it's in the air. I think my son will be able to do it. He's a very, very talented video game player, so I think he'll pick up on it pretty easily. Those kind of drones especially are, I think, a lot easier to fly than an EDF jet. Yeah, guys, that's it. I'm Dave, Dave's RC. Tomorrow we'll actually get the receiver put in it. It's going to get a 6-channel receiver this time. It's right here. It's brand new. I bought 2 of them, one for this and one for the L39, which is already done. And then I have a spare gyro in one of these planes. I can't remember which one it's in. It's either in the Focke-Wulf or it's in the Dynam 262. I can't remember now. Oh, it's not in there, so oh man, it might either be in this or this, actually. I'm not sure. I know it's not in that, but maybe it is. I don't know. Oh no, that's right, it's in the big P47. There's also one in here too. I just gotta look for them. Actually, there might be one in Tyler's too. I'm not sure. But we'll figure it out. I'll get this thing fired up tomorrow, and we'll do our normal, take it outside and taxi it around and make sure that she's tracking straight, and then we're gonna work on installing the lights in it, which is gonna be the last thing that I do. And knock on wood, guys. I actually need some real wood here. Oh yeah, that's right, this is real wood. My drawer's over there for real wood. pray that this one we have better success with. I think we will, especially if I paint those tanks a big bright color, the lights in the front and then the other light in the back of a different color. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, that would have saved me last time. That literally would have saved my keister if I just had some type of navigation light on this plane last time. And also I was really stupid and flew it probably on the worst condition day for a nice silver plane like this with a nice silvery cloudy background. Oh man, what a bad idea. My wife was like, let's just go. No, don't fly another one, let's just go. And I was like, no. Fireblade said get that damn thing, fly the Avani, and then go right into flying the Sabre. Don't take a break, just get it right up. And I wanted to do that so badly that I just attention to detail, guys, and that's what I didn't do with the first one. And we're not going to make that same mistake twice ever again. You learn, you live, you make a mistake, you learn from your mistake, you correct your mistake so that that doesn't happen again. That's how it works, guys. Life is a game. Play it. It is beatable. You can succeed. I'm out of here, guys. Tired. Dave's RC. Thanks for joining me this late, guys. If you end up watching this video tonight, I appreciate you guys. Scott Thompson and Georgie, I appreciate you guys' comments on the P51 out there. I am going to do what you guys said to do first before I start doing anything too drastic. However, I am going to change the tank out of there. That tank that's in there, I've just been reading, it's a complete piece of shit. Not to mention, I think it's in there upside down, because when I put that plane together, I was putting it together upside down, because that's just the way everything had to go into it and the way it had to sit. So the tank technically is actually in the plane upside down, and I think that might have something to do with it. So yeah, guys, that's it. I'm Dave's RC, and we will see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.